Welcome back to Wildermyth with me, Bardon. Okay, so today we are going to start our last playthrough of this game. So we're going to be doing a legacy 5-chapter story, only using legacy characters, at least to the extent that we can, because sometimes the game forces a character on you and doesn't give you a choice, but anywhere we have a choice, we're picking from our legacy. But before we get started, there's something that I want to say. That is, when this game finishes, we are going to have space for a new game. So I wanted to give you guys a list of games that I have on my Steam owned list that maybe you'll be interested in seeing a playthrough of. Because I've got so many games on my list. And like what I'm going to give you is just a snapshot of those that, I don't want to be buying a new game just to start a new series. I want to go through, at least one of the games that I wanted to play for a long, long time. So I have a list of the games that I have here. Some I've played before off like the channel, and some are going to be completely new to me. But let me go down through the list and we'll see which ones kind of tickle your fancy. So the first one is Dead Age Survivors. Then we have Disco Elysium. Looks like I've seen people play through. I haven't played through it myself, but it's an excellent game. Then we've got Elder Scrolls games, Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. Next, Expeditions, Viking, Fallout Tactics, the game that basically made me fall in love with the turn-based squad tactics game genre in the first place. Then we have Halfway, House of Many Doors, Iron Harvest, The Long Journey Home, Northgard, Satellite Rain, Space Run, Stone Shard. That game I've played before on the channel, but it has had a lot of updates since the last time I played it. Then we have Thea, The Awakening, This Merchant Life, Tokyo Dark, and finally then Viking Battle for Asgard. So we got a nice list there of games. Hopefully at least one of them kind of piques people's interest. So if there's one on that list that you would like me to see me play, let me know down in the comments, and I'll look into then kind of starting that series up to replace this as soon as it's done. We still have about maybe 5 episodes of this to go before that starts, so it gives you plenty of time, hopefully, to have a think about what you'd like to see. But back to here, so we're going to play, we're going to do a new story. It's going to be Legacy 5 chapter. I'm going to keep it at Tragic Hero, which is, it's a fairly difficult game. We look at the difficulties overall. It's basically out of 4 difficulties, it's the second hardest. Walking Lunch, I think, would be too hard for my skill level. Tragic Hero is just about at that level where it's a real challenge for me to get through. But I think Walking Lunch, nobody wants to see me fail over and over again. That's not going to be fun for me or for you. So we're going to stick at Tragic Hero. What we are going to use as well is, because it is a legacy one and we want our people to stay around a bit longer, when we go on to the next thing. So this here, we have 24. We're going to drop that right down to 10. Okay, so it's giving us Thorpe, who's been in a lot of them, and I think we probably will stick with her. Then we have to choose between Corway and Talele. What? I might actually just take both of them to start. I think that might be a good idea. So with Thorn here, let's pick her abilities. We'll go Vigilance, Long Reach, Paladin, and Broad Spikes, and then we'll go let's see, Paladin Plus. Okay, confirm that. Then for Corway, pick her abilities. So we're going to go with archery. Flash cone, we mightn't get that. Generally with our ranged characters, there's a couple of things that we like. Well, that I like at least. Archery is one. Then quelling moss, absolutely, you can see I love that. And ambush, I think those are the three that I really like to use. I think somebody else could make great use of something like flash cone, but I don't think I'm skilled enough really to do that. Right, so Talele then, let's pick your abilities. So quelling moss, as I said. And then, with basically for her, we get quelling moss plus archery plus ambush, and ambush plus. That would be pretty much the perfect build for her. Right, so we're going to start out. We will pick up a mage at some point as well. Okay, so we don't have any Drowben in this one, which is kind of good, I think, because we just finished the Drowben storyline. But I would like to see maybe a custom story where you can have all 5 of the factions in the game, and then for there to be a different threat, like a different main enemy in each of the 5 chapters. I think that would be interesting. Maybe that's something they'll do in the future. Okay, but let's stick with this one now. New Blood. Told you I'd remember the way. Thought we were too north. Honestly, I almost turned around. Imagine we got lost and never made it. There, Lady Musgrave. They're coming. The only 2 people willing to listen to me. I truly hope you don't ask me to do that kind of thing again. Happiest are the brave ones, who acknowledge their fears and attack their limitations. You'll transform the more risk you take, trust me. If you say so. The pair of day travellers are soon up to the door. A voice inside bids them enter. I can't welcome you. It's not my house. Okay. Thank you for appearing at our call. Thorn has acted on my behalf. Well, good evening to you. I'm Talele. I'm Corway. Have some cheese if you want. Whiskey? You look like you've seen some things. Some things, certainly. Good. They're not green. Hope they're not cocky like I was. Lady Rain Musgrave, by the way, is who you're in the presence of. Right, that's me. I'm a wood witch, or I'm called one. I was someone who took journeys and asked questions. Now mostly just read omens and mend thread. Age, you say, you must be respected to stock your pantry and shelves so well. Oh, I suppose I do all right, but here, this is what I want you to see. What, that statue, but why does it look familiar? Probably one or several among the straw gamble taverns. Bought it off a merchant 20 days ago. Deepest iconography. How much did it cost? The price isn't... No, look, on the base. Lady Musgrave turns the statue over, showing them the crudely marked map on its underside. Treasure map? Since I was young, there's been deepest around here. In those days, it was such a hush thing, and such a rare story. You'd learn of someone actually running off to join them. That's changed, I hear. The Smith had a son who did. Never saw him again. 2 folks just this fall. Same story. Something's got to be done. Do you see that? They're not a peaceful cult. They devour lives, and they're swelling. The lack of subtlety here is a sign. They've grown big and bold, and it means blood. Blood is coming. She's looking to form a company. I'm good alone, but familiar with the company thing, but what would we do exactly? Oh, hey, Duck. Huh? There's figures on the path. Deepest, I'm sorry. I don't know if they... Anyway, you're not ready for them. Hide in the cellar. I'll get them away. Or at least... No, Lady Musgrave. I'll defend the house. If you two are going to hide, do it now. No, I'm not afraid. Should I be? No profit in surviving alone. Well, here. If any of you need it, Lady Musgrave whips back the lid of a compartment and pulls out. Okay, let's see what she pulls out. A great spear. Don't really want a great spear. I'll take the big one. See if you can keep the others off my back. Okay, I guess we're just going to salvage it. Probably could have done with a bow. But again, it would have been tier 1, so probably just the same as theirs. Let's salvage that. Okay, so we get +2 damage potency for 3 turns. We have Awoken and Awoken Slinger. Right, so let's send you there. Bite you. Beautiful. And come all the way back. Then put you behind. Take a shot. Great. Then put you behind as well. And take another shot. Okay. Fairly easy to start. Okay, so we get bonus damage. Let's give it to you, since you're probably going to be attacking more often. Lady Musgrave. Grave. We won. The battle lasted moments. Now the night's gone sullen. Ah, young Thorn. You know much, but you're still so green. Mind your inexperience, my girl. May Mother Moon protect you all. Your new blood in ancient veins of a great and many-faced champion. You will rush into darkness, and others one day will follow. 7 days later, in the mountain dawn, you know, one thing I'm genuinely excited for, seeing what kind of jewels or antiques or whatever they've got stuffed in those caves. Why? Me, I'm still thinking about what Lady Musgrave said. My sister Garla, we used to roam this world together, adventuring, messing with spirits and all, called her Lucky Spark. She was younger. She married a good and beautiful man, smiling-eyed Bronk. But Garla's husband, he fell awfully sick. An infected shoulder gash, see? And that fool sister of mine went to the cult healers for help. Next I saw her, she'd been made into a slack-faced thrall. Her husband died in this house, fevered and lonely under my care. That was 50 years ago. Since then, I've watched my strength fade. And now the bull cult rises from the earth, and I find I can't chase them back into it. Old Wayne had to kill her sister, didn't she? Dr. Bronan Dark, a tragic figure himself, made the famous observation. The wounds that heal slowest and leave the most damage are those we cause. A sighing wind tugs their clothes. It's as she told us anyway. Hill to hill and field to field, until we can say our land is ours, under sky and under earth. Okay? Every company of heroes is called by at least one name, a name spoken or spelled in tradition, and handed along ever after. These heroes will be known as, let's see, the Legion of the Seeking Scorpion, the Opposers of the Homestead Steering, Handbane's Wisdom. Okay, so we're going to do a custom one. It's just going to be Legends of Lore. Because basically this what this one is, right? These are the stories of the Legends of Lore. You remembered. Okay, so we've got 2 LP. So I think, yeah, it's going to cost 3 there. So we're going to go and, Yeah, we'll do this side and then that side. So let's go scout there. So once we win that, we should get 2 legacy points for it, I think. So let's assault. I keep looking at the sky. I could see you living here, Thorn. This or some similar setting. No. You don't see it? Come on. You dig a deep hole. You pile up the rocks. It's nice and secluded. Thick branches, uncomfortable kind of wildlife. Am I giving you ideas? Well, Ooh. We've seen this one before with the wizard and the cat, right? You couldn't string much sleep together since we entered these tickets, so don't get far from me. I'm better rested. But I'm usually alright, thanks. Okay, so... Oh, okay, this regular type of thing. You think this is normal? Watch it. Hey, is it sad that its playmate ran away? Kodoro. Can that look like playing to you? I'm saying it didn't to me. Owner's not home. Someone left a lot of interesting stuff behind. It's been since summer, possibly. The coal clothes are up on their hooks. Kodoro. Kodoro? I'm not imagining it. The thing's depressed. And maybe it is, but we can't actually know why. Well, it doesn't seem to hate us. I'll keep my guard up, all the same. Although, it also doesn't seem to be able to tell between you or me or a walking dresser. Oh wait, look, he came back. Is it maybe the cat keeps bothering this thing, Kodoro? I don't know. There's this. A book? A little book. Kodoro? Good when there's a book. Yeah. This one's weird, a journal. Notes. Records of a 60-day task. Can I try and read some? Do you want to? I guess. Kodoro. So it starts. Day 1, today I start my dark little spell journal. So it's, a spell journal. Flipping through, there's lists and drawings, diagrams, but it goes on. I shall here document, lucidly and diligently as I may, my preparations, my processes, my observations. I do not yet know if, how, and to what effects the spell succeeds, but I am resolved in my course to see it through. And there's an amendment, see it almost through. The final turn scares me. It's frightening magic we channel! Exclamation point. You're saying the person wrote out excellent? Of course not. A cramped indoor hour passes. Day 10, the spell is cast, and yet today he languishes, same as yesterday. Sleeps and raises his eyes, wearily like a cat 9 times his age. Her voice leaves cynical undertones dripping beneath the writer's unstylish lines. Day 34, I grow sure. Small signs that seemed like delusions at first. Manufactured meanings sprouted up a man's hope-wild imagination. They are like letters retraced, becoming starker, clearer. Things are changing. Herb dust, the seeping in smoke of incense, books and their book covers, the tired beams of rosewood. These soft old cottage smells combine. Blanket weight, the mulled odour sinks around the shoulders. Growing especially comfortable in this space and time, like winter warmth. Last entry. Noticing my throat's a little hoarse, so good timing, Day 62, my brains become a fiddle string. As vibrating, focused, lonesome as that, my mind narrows. and every thought is pressed, note along that stringling, single strand, a solitary stem from which not every sound or contemplation I would once have easily produced may now flower. Describes what seems like a pretty frightening feeling, but admirably stays diligent, leaving his record. Perhaps old age would have always been like this, at least Shy continues to mend. For the first time today, he ate his with gusto, the whole herring I brought him. I've gone back in my own diaries to check. It's been just over 2 years. And as I must have noted previously, it's this extended span of smallish changes I find most heartening. The pattern and pace speak to me of momentum, a steady motion that may carry forward far into the future, if never near forever. I find myself fearing again, but fear too is a new darling of mine, mortal fear, fresh and clear and bright. It confirms for me that the world keeps its Bardons. He strengthens as I waste down. This fate is what I wrought for myself, and for him. Let's not be sad. And though it appears the tweaks I made failed, think of that midnight orchid I so arduously hunted and harvested, so carefully separated, that those efforts have done nothing to mitigate or smooth out the transfer of my years. Let's not get down about it. I feel bad for him to actually have a plan in place and it doesn't. Oh. Yeah, the guy wasn't dumb, was he? But, I am quite free of any regrets. Gratitude is what I feel. If you are reading this, believe me, mostly I am grateful. Now I wish to say, if we see Shy around, chase him off. That cat will live 1,000 years. I don't know where he'll go, but don't let him waste his new life here. For here I will soon be bound. To what extent I shall eventually diminish, it seems hard to guess. I suspect I shall be nothing but a shadow soon. Lightless, thoughtless, meaningless, and without memory, a shade. May you live long, dear reader, never needing to learn the lengths you'd go to save the ones you love. Godoro. He signs his name, Gallop Sedge, foolish warlock of Lank Meadow. So that's it. Then this shadow thing, it's what's left of him. Seems like. Okay, so, well, we can do what the guy wanted. Anyway, lead his cat away from here. Or, we finish. So let's see. Okay, sometimes you can't just do what people want, Thor. The cat knows. She agrees with me. What do you think he knows? It's feline. To ignore instructions? Actually, yeah. He comes back. He keeps coming back. With how long we're supposing it's been, you think that makes sense? I don't know. Some creatures really have a hard time giving up on hollow homes, on the dead. And anyway, this warlock did predict he'd need chasing off. And look what they've become to each other. So go talk to him. Talk to the cat. Me? I guess I really just mean, don't chase him off. And I mean, I won't judge you either if you fail. I'm no cat herder. Just try. And you're going to do what? I'll be busy. Whatever spell of transfer this man worked, by his own admission, he left it incomplete. Saw it almost through, as he put it. So I'm wondering, can another woman take a late hand in it? That's all I mean. Well, if it's all pretty fixable. Here, cat. Thirsty? A wolf. Looking after the cat. Because if you are, find me a bucket with a bottom, or you can dive down the well. Yeah, agreed. But it shouldn't take too long. And at one time, yeah, I thought I might be fine. No lover, no real hope of one. Just a task I set myself, But there's things you learn. on your way from here to there, and on your way home. Thorn, see if you'll come inside. You're doing a great job. Will you be brave again? Well, I'm sure I probably agree with you. He's alright company, not fidgety. Kororo? In the oven's hot glow, the cottage seems not much different. There's one layered on smell, cold, dark, and unfamiliar, and a hue and a shadowing that perhaps wasn't there before. Yeah, I mean, it was more than a moment. Should I be sorry? Mostly just coming through that journal and figuring out what he'd left undone. Once I found the right place, I tried to basically just elbow in there, you know? Big thing was, we burned what's called phantom freesia. Seems our warlock collected it, tried it, but didn't use it. And with that, there were some fairly eldritch incantations. A soul unshelled and bared for swallowing, shorn of its whole, shook, even of its shadow. I don't blame the guy for leaving them out. Those words just sounded bad. You were chanting this stuff? Well, no, I actually spellcast pretty quiet, I guess. But anyway, things resolved after that. Colour flooded into him, and, Kororo? Resolved. So, what even was this? This magic, I mean. It's not interfusion stuff, huh? Would you know? Yeah, it's weird. I can't really confidently say, except that it seems to be sort of thing where the caster is not intimately involved. Does that, or like that? It's still the same thing of this conversation between flame and flower, but there's no human listener, a contributor, no mystic. I guess I just mean, but would that make sense? Your guess is as good as mine. Well, anyway, I don't know exactly what's changed, except there's more calm in him, less panic, almost more awareness, maybe self-awareness? Meow. Shy gives to the shadow his long, unreadable gaze, and he takes a step inside, and another. This good? I don't know. Meow. Koro? No. Comes a noise of light being split down, it seems, and a blinding unbrightness somehow painful to see. In that moment, without cognition, it seems strange claws may have snatched them from the river of time. No. But they're here again, whole. Mom? Looking for a meal? Where are you? Somehow this feels like the place. You there? The voice through the window breaks their stupor. Looking for Telele and for Thorn Palatsvake. You inside this glowing hut? Deepists are chasing me through the veils. Please say you're in there. We're inside, yeah. It almost seems he senses them going. Good. I had a notion you would be. For the shallow, melded cat then decides. Okay, what does he decide? See, on a different world than this one. Goodbye, cat. You were saying trouble's close? Yeah, the short ways, just here, down in the little valleys. What happened? There's the fire, like, instantly. Huh? Which fire do you mean? What the... I'll tell you later. Okay. And though they'll neither of them remember all that occurred after entering that warlock's cottage, a presence will ever after float beneath them, like a great black net, like a noon shadow, their lives in its dark protection. So plus +0.4 armor for Thorn and half a health for Telele. Okay, cool. So we've got 2 Woke Slingers and 2 Woken. So move you forward. Guardian. Move you there. Let's silk step you to here, I guess. And you're going to move up here to give some more. Okay? And let's bring you to there. Bite. Slam. Okay, that was really good. So then they come here. Calling lost both of them. Shoot this asshole. Good. Good dodge. Okay, 2 good dodges there. And a nice return as well. Okay, good. Now, let's bring you here. Bite this one. And slam that one. Okay. That's great. Then let's call him Moss. There. Okay, so you're dead. Let me shoot you. And we just try and kill you anyway. Okay, good. Okay, Telele is about halfway to leveling up. I'm going to salvage that. Okay, we get stun chance, which Thorn should take. Okay, so hobble enemies for the Woken, which isn't great. Now, let's find an item here. I'm going to just leave Corey there. Oops. Then the other 2 are going to go and do the recruiting. I'm going to pick from our legacy. You're 5. See, he's got Fly, Compulsion, and Indignance. Let's take him. Yeah, let's take that first and recruit you. Folks called Jogweir an old soul, but that was just because they had no better words for him. Stories of legendary battles often felt familiar. Unwritten verses of old ballads came out of him after a warm drink or 2. And he dreamed of winged, ragged hills where banners blew and all magic lay buried. So when legends of lore threw him out of town with the opportunity to fight, Jogweir couldn't tell whether he was leaving home or coming back to it. Okay, cool. Right, so he's ready. So now we're going to go and scout there with those 3. When she's done, she can meet up with the gang. Okay, let's now go scout there as well. Okay, let's see. Deepest. No, it's not deepest, is it? It's the... Oh, it is deepest. So they get Horn Children and a Chosen. Okay, not great. Okay, they got that done now. Let's go salt there with you guys. But on the understanding that I'm just going to gather you here. Okay. And as soon as she's ready, all of you can attack. Come on, done, good. What to begin? Potency. Maybe should go to Jogwear, but he doesn't have it, so let's give it to you. Then we attack that with everyone. This looks like a good place to camp for tonight. You're okay, Corey? Huh? Oh yeah, sorry. I was lost in thought. Looks like some dark ones. Well, I guess I just never expected that it would be my life. Did I ever tell you that I used to work as a carpenter? You'd be amazed at the shapes one can convince wood to hold. You'd be no words to support it. I felt good crafting things. But these days my pursuits are decidedly more grim. Okay? Actually, I have an idea for those skills. You two are still awake? Oh well. But behold, is that the diorama of the attack site? Sure is. What the? Is this to scale? Should be. Now see? The layout here lends itself perfectly to this sort of trap design. You're not wrong, it's pretty clever. Too bad we don't have time to rig it up. Later still. Much later. Are you serious? Let's just hope it was worth the sleep deprivation. Okay, so Corey gained rampaging boulders, and they both lose 10 dodge and block temporarily. Okay. I see 2 Horn Children, Chosen, a Woken Slinger, and 2 Woken. So you go after this Slinger first. Bite. Dodge, that's fine because we still have Slam. Okay, so you're dead. Okay, and steal a fire there. Okay, good. Right, move you up here. Interfuse the rope. Then let's constrict that one. Just gets rid of an enemy. Right. Slam. Okay, that was good. Right, so that's extra block. That goes to Thorn. Okay, so extra damage for Horn Children. Now we're going to secure here, find an item. Okay, speed. Let's give it to you. Yeah, let's go attack there. The sun's fallen, and a silver fog floats from the trees where shadows pool. Traveler, stop for a second. The others won't want to lose you. What up is said about sneaking up? Ugh, almost lost my water. The quiet forms a fence around them, impenetrable. The whirling air almost utterly opaque. The odd. I think we need to not stand here. Let's get to the trees. At least those are solid. They halt, just inside the shelter of the pines, the dark air clinging wet. The trunks. They press to dampen their palms. Don't like tree clinging, generally. And then something vast moves beside them. Slow, achingly slow. It passes, too enormous to be seen, and possibly silent. Huh? Night's fallen, the fog wanders away, clinging to the felty outline of that gargantuan shadow. Okay, let's see. I'd rather us take a look now. Trails go cold quick in the dark. Come on, Thorn. You won't go too far. Still within shouting range. You feeling brave today, huh? The night, emptied of silence, fills again with noise, crickets and owls, scuttling ferrets. You're saying I'm not brave normally? Approximately where the giant had passed, they search. There are no footprints. Pools of green light are spaced along, or are there? Pools of green light are spaced along between the unbroken pine trunks, perhaps at distances to match the thing's huge strides. Even as they watch, the light pools rapidly, shrinks into the ground, drying, sinking, perhaps just fading like starlight. Tarver wants to stoop over one of these and scrapes the earth away with the head of his staff. Careful. He plucks a glowing seed from the ground as it tries to burrow deeper. It slips his grasp and then floats, settling in the air. Sounds like the mudsuckers are out tonight. Snatching the seed, Jogweir secures it in his pocket. This is shouting distance, right? It's certainly worth a try. Talele, Crowe. Their friends find them. But so did our enemies. Okay? Okay, no walling this combat. So 2 horned children are chosen. 2 woken slingers and 1 of the woken. And we have you as well. Okay. So you go there. Yeah, let's get leaf roll. Grants 2 temporary health to the hero. Sounds good, let's replace that. Okay, so I'm going to try quelling moss. Actually, I think we can... No, let's not try quelling moss. Because I think we can pretty much see... Ah, there's a guy over there. Okay, so let's interfuse the shrine. And interfuse this tree. Then I'm going to move it that way. Thorn is going to move here. And Guardian. Let's move you there. And silk step there. Okay. Looks good. Very lucky, but good. Okay, so Thorn, first of all, let's start with you. And let's move here. Bite you. And slam you. Corey now is going to shoot you. Equally possible for them. And again. So they're dead. You move forward. Steal the fire on top of you. Okay, great. Thorn, move here. Bite. Slam. Shoot you. It's good, we pinned you as well. Let's shoot you again. Okay, perfect. So now they will be close to leveling up. Okay, let's upgrade that. Quality moss. Bonus damage. Let's give it to you. Once again, the night air belongs to the songs of ordinary creatures. Everyone's still here. Hate a night battle. Knocking into trees. Jobber and Thorn recount what they saw, a colossus striding silently through the silver fog. The others never saw more than the great banks of mist separating them. They make a further search for signs of the giant's passing, but are forced to camp. Precious hours from sunrise, having found nothing. Later, you're an enigma, little seed. Jobber plants it on a sunless hillside in a bed of salt earth. Who knows what was spread? So I think the reason he did that is because he's already transformed, right? So he can't transform into the tree type person. Okay, so Father Fungus 1 they get from that. Okay. So let's secure and find an item. Three hardwood, we get stun chance. Let's give it to Thorn. We want Thorn to stunt as much as possible. Okay, now. Let's go scout there. Then we'll do that one and then the other one. Okay, so Father Fungus gets extra armor, and now the local fighters get 2, rather than 1. It's a race against time now to get here before the incursion. Okay, so we'll just go in and assault. We'll speak above the edge of the cliffs where the old weaver works used to run. The dull quiet tells a dreadful story. Alright, taking bets. Which gives out first, my lungs or my legs? The view will be a nice thing. It's what you do, I guess. If you got something precious, you make it defensible. Seems like they tried, huh? Thorn doesn't quite listen. Her nose samples the local breezes, and she catches an intriguing scent. Hey, Thorn, anyone else here? Here she goes. Good old Sneddy. What? Don't die without me, huh? But wait. Delele catches up the Thorn on a nearby ridge. Thought I smelled something. Guess you did. Dark. This opening leads into the hill, going further than they can see. Weak drafts wander in and out. I don't know, just some wind-brittle little cave. You two needed more exercise. There's noise along the path, kind of creeping us out. You should stay close, maybe. Cave? Yeah. And you're saying we should go in? Goes back a ways. Smells weird, so I don't know. Are we into that? Did you hear noises up trail? The scribble scrape both. Maybe moving stones. The envisioned thing is likely more magical than the reality. Okay, so let's see what we decide to do. We're going to try the tunnel. You can't find a tunnel then not go in the tunnel. The way winds and branches upward forces blind decisions. Might have made a mistake. Think we should head back, but I'm not sure which way back is. That nose telling you anything? Teddy, you alright? I'm right here. Oh. Came in after us. Or they were crawling around the whole time. Who's making Gorgon calls? Becomes clear they're caught in the bad spot. Up is the only direction that matters now. They squeeze on, increasing the pace, climbing where they can. And when an opening is finally spotted, Gillette pushes through. Well, that's broken. Huh? Yeah, it's fine. It looked cheap. The next move is decided for them. Okay. So all doors begin open. We'll get +1 speed. So we have a raccoon, Bogmore, a row, a geist, and a rager. Okay, so it's a fairly fairly difficult fight, I would say. Let's go there to start. Then we interfuse. I wish I could get the lamp. The lamp would be great. Let's interfuse this first. And discus you. Excellent. Okay. So one of the big threats is down. Okay, guys probably can get where it wants to get. Okay, we have 2 raccoons who spawn behind us. Let's shoot one. Oh, blocked. Not good. Let's bite you. And slam you. To cover is bad. Almost killed that one. I think Jobber maybe looks after these guys. So interviews the cabinet. And sprinter blast both of them. Almost you, that's you dead. And let's try to shoot you. Good. Take that one. Okay. They're dealt with. Point you. And slam. Okay, great. I think that's everything. Yep. For the amount of stuff we actually took on there, it wasn't a great reward. Okay, so health. It doesn't actually make sense to give it to any of these guys, but let's give it to you for now. And I get 2 rows, okay. Let's find an item here. We're not going to be very close on this now. Okay, health. So now we give it to you, and that makes sense. Okay, so let's go scout there. There is going to be an incursion. I don't think we can do anything about it at this stage. The scar on the prairie widens into a misty veil until Ellie finds herself exploring a marshy little woodland. Dragonflies garble the air with wings and whirs. They say you'll find things preserved in the swamp. The ring with the finger, still wearing it. I guess that should ick me out, but I'm sort of curious. Odds get longer when you're not paying attention. More? Starting me. Sorry, I'm Talele. Too much in your thoughts, huh? My name's Jurbaran Lack. Some there are to call me Lucky Jurbaran, of the Gold Shadow Man, or the Gold Shadow Man. Some just call me the Gambler. Alright, I get it. Are you going to quiz me later? You never know when a test is coming. They come in like phantom deaths, but knowledge is currency, and free knowledge is a rare and precious thing. Yeah, great. Listen, why'd I run into you? Feels like a strange place to dawdle. Our lives are filled with coincidences and significances, and sometimes those things are the same. Jumbaran produces a small box, branded in bright brass. Behold. He sets it on a stone. A chance meeting reminds us that chances are fleeting. Here's a little betting box. How about 2 strangers wager together in the wet marsh? The game is guessing what's inside, and your word is your wager. You pay what you say. Okay, now let's roll to see what we pick. We're not going to pick nothing. We're going to leave that out. So we're just going to roll on the other 3. The essence of life itself. What? The essence of life itself. Am I right? No, and you need to be careful with a bet like that. This isn't just a pretty little book. But aren't you the type who try and get me to blink? Taylor flicks the lid open. No, wait. And sees a small ring nestled in cloth. Only a small and softly glowing ring. Well, I guess I should have. But then the world starts to work. You idiot, squawk, flick, Things go black. This is not good. Pain paints over the spectrum of perception. Until, in a sudden flood, light pours through Talele's open eyes, the marsh is back to its normal hues and shapes. Easy now. But just close the box before it forces you to pay your wager. Talele stands unsteady. I believe it still took some of you, though. Whatever that is, soul, spirit, the life element, I'm sorry. It's my fault. I feel so tired. I've never seen someone make such a bet, but I should have warned you. A betting box is heirloom magic. It can be awful stern. I don't like deadly games. I've seen my share of those. I'm mostly mad at myself. I get a little out of my mind sometimes, thinking of a great, all-changing payout. Stupid. You're not inclined to aim low, I think. Neither of us. Oh, not either of us. I should have seen that from the get-go. Here, have this ring. The wager's over. This gift is just a pitiful apology. Keep that box near you and keep it shut. If it ever opens, it'll finish taking what it's owed. A blackening aura radiates from the now sickly-looking brass. Still, the gambler's word is full of pocket holes and 100 last chances. There's ways to expunge it down. I'll think of you and hope you find one. Hey, what's your name? Did you say it? I'm Tilele. Good luck to you, Tilele. I'm sorry to leave you less than where we started. May fortunes find us happier, playing for buttons on a drinking bench someday. So we get 5 block out of that. Well, let's give it to you, I guess. Okay. Then we could build that later, but I think we need to get in here and do this first. So let's go. Okay, and we actually did it just before the incursion came. So let's assault here. You can practically sense beneath you all the lost word feet that have wandered here, frailly hoping. They follow the spare, sketchy map on the other side of the statue, landmark by landmark, with plenty happening between home and here. Thorn, what do you think we find in here? Stone idols, bad leather, and bull stuff. But besides all that, bones. Soft light and low noises come round the corner. Lady Mossgrave. I was the right choice, and I know that now. Milling into the near dark, deepest smother and stamp, rotten hide and human refuse reek on the air. Okay, so let's see. We have 3 woken slingers. We have 2 father funguses, 4 horned children, a chosen, and 2 woken. Okay. Let's Qualimos them. So they're dead. Okay, we can Qualimos that guy. You can move forward and interfuse nothing apparently. You can do that, but it's not going to help you. Discus won't reach, right? Yeah. Let's bring you forward to here, in Guardian. And bring you here. Shoot the closer of the 2. Okay, you're out of it. And so are you. I think that's a decent start. Chosen coming in. Let's go deal with the chosen first. Bite you. Dodged, okay. Slam you. Excellent. Come here. Can you shoot? You can't shoot the slinger, so shoot that guy. bring you there, and Colemos, both of them. Let's move you here. Interfuse that. Reach. Okay. Let's withdraw from that. No, still not going to reach. Okay, so go here. Interfuse this rock. Discus like that. A lot of blocking going on. Reach. Okay, done. Put you there. Go like that. Good shot back. Ooh, thankfully that blocked. Okay, so he has to be kept kind of at the back, I think. Let's shoot you. Excellent. You go here. Right. And slam. Need that guy to die. That's not that simple, is it? Let's put you in front. Let's Qualimos you to get that started. She's then going to come here and provide extra defense as well and shoot you. Okay, it's going to take a while to put him down. Especially when we miss stuff like that. So looking for these interviews on that side. So let's start moving over here. Interviews the rocks there. Discus you. And you move here. Bite. And slam. Okay, excellent. Founder focuses down. And go away on this side. Selene can do that. Let's some step there. Okay, good. Good dodge there. A good shot back as well. Opponents again reach, so you just have to keep moving up. Interfuse the skull. Opponents from there. Should hit you though. Excellent. Get after that slinger guy. I'm going to bring you there to give cover to him again. Shoot you. Okay. And then she's going to move up here. And she can't quite hit you with that, so let's hit you with that. Okay, perfect. Okay. Kind of wondering what we have left now. Let's infuse the bones. Draw from that. Diffuse that. There's no doorway in this, so I guess that's the only place where something that we might bump into could be. Oh, there you are. So you came up behind us. Okay, let's go there. Okay, so you're pretty much dead now. And that just confirms it. Okay. Let's get some dodge. Let's give it to you. A flame in a house of wraiths. 100 ghostly patterns to dance with. Let's go. They file out of this blue underground. Becomes the belly of a furnace. Yeah. I once wondered what deepers might. If at least in the form we've seen it, it's a predatory lie. Every hollow face and pitiful, stinking cave confirms that to me. The ensuing winter. A recruiting hub is what this place sounds like. Not a meaningful center of their worship. No wide-reaching moral. Am I right? We thought the same. The possibility exists that you've done enough, but even a burnt hand will reach into the pan again, albeit with added caution. I hope you'll stay ready and willing to fight. I hope, truly, that no more fighting is needed. Soon I'll be home with my sister. Rain Mossgrave, the Hill Witch, dies that next summer. Celebrated years will pass, failing to last as long as folks wish. Okay? So we got rid of a thing, but not really much more. Jabir tends his mystic seed until one day it spread. Well, maybe spread wasn't the right word. It burst up in a shower of dirt, producing small, fond noises. Little enigma, you might be the heartbeat of a whole hidden world. Its growth would be incredibly slow, but perhaps endless. Corway was drawn back to Straw Queen Grove, where things got too tumultuous in real life. The place had a lightness that seeped into her scalp and let her sleep sounded fast. Winding trails often culled Thorn away from town life. In one particular glade, she'd pause, put up her feet, and watch The hummingbirds danced from tree to tree. She always returned home with a smile on her face. Corey spent a month tracking a golden stag. As she finally raised her weapon for the kill, the stag looked her straight in the eyes and laughed. Corey suddenly remembered somewhere else she urgently needed to be. Okay, so transformation. And we're going to go no for that. And we're going to go no for that. Okay, so what can we do in terms of crafting? Let's get that. We'll wait till we enchant your one. One legacy point is fine there. So let's craft that. Too much. Can't do that. Can't do that either. Okay. Calm years have a crumbling end. Rumors of deepest raids slice into summer's joy. Clean on the way. They abscond with maps and books, is what the courier's son said. Maps, books, or records, or knowledge. It's a part of the story, I guess. I'm not wholly sold on. No, but that's the odd part. The traveller the day before was talking a similar talk. Yeah, well, the front door makes a friendly sound. And a familiar face comes in from outside, the smell of dew and dust on her. Call me the ominous plough. I walk the happy earth. My wake is ill news. Deepest, not sure why, but they're hitting places again. It's weird though. People say they sift through books and scrolls like murderous little scholars. Corey, how long's it been? Hey, Corey. Understanding their enemies' actions has never been simple, but frustrating. Cultists is at least a task legends of lore can wrap their heads around. They depart the next day for a known record, a place they agree could be under threat in unwarded territory. And the shadows deepen. Okay, so next time we will have someone we can recruit, just the one though, which is a little bit unfortunate. Okay, so next time we're going to continue on from here. Given that this is it's all of our heroes from the past, we're trying to get them in, but we're not going to get everyone in. So if you have like one of the heroes from previous stories that we did that you'd like to see back again, post down in the comments and I'll try and get them in. I'm not guaranteed that they'll be in this time, but try and get them in at some stage. So, any names that you'd like to see again, and you can post more than one, that's fine. I'll just, any ones that come up then I can do my best to pick. But for now, that is that. So hope you have enjoyed. Remember as well about any suggestions you have from the list of games that I said at the top. I will just run them off again now, just so that you have a reminder. So we've got Dead Age Survivors, Disco Elysium, then we have Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, Expeditions Viking, Fallout Tactics, Halfway, House of Many Doors, Iron Harvest, The Long Journey Home, Northgard, Satellite Rain, Space Run, Stone Shard, Thea the Awakening, This Merchant Life, Tokyo Dark, and Viking Battle for Asgard. So any of those you'd like to see, and it doesn't have to be one, you can post more than one, and I can make a pick from that. But yeah, that's the end of this one. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you again. Goodbye.